Having a good work-life balance brings happiness in many people's lives. A few of my friends just recently asked me, Mickey, you have two clinical jobs, having a business, playing two big leadership roles, but still seem to be enjoying your life. How are you managing all of that? And when I think back, I feel that I'm very content and happy about my life. So in this episode, I want to share 7 tips to have a good work-life balance to bring joy into your life. Let's dive in. Aloha, I'm Miki Miura, a family nurse practitioner in Hawaii. I've been a nurse practitioner for 10 years and I absolutely love being a nurse practitioner and the lifestyle that Korea has given me. My passion is mentoring nurse practitioner students and new grad nurse practitioners to build amazing careers so that they can have the freedom of choice on what they want to do and how they want to live. All right, let's get into it. So in this episode, we're gonna talk about 7 tips to have a good work-life balance. Currently, I work at 2 clinical sites, I run a business, and I also play 2 significant leadership roles. But I also have a lot of fun in my life and I'm very happy about my life. And when I think back, I realize there are multiple tips that I can share with you so you can feel more happy in your life. First tip is to plan ahead. And I think that I got good at this because I was working full-time as a nurse practitioner while going to DNP program. And I was full-time student as well at the time. And there were a lot of things that I have to accomplish within a certain period of time. So I noticed that planning ahead is crucial. You can start with planning for a year. What do you want to accomplish in 2025 or whatever year you are in right now? Then you can dissect those goals into each month, what you have to accomplish in this month to accomplish the big goal for the year. And after that, you do the same thing to accomplish the monthly goal, what you have to do during this week and for this day. So for example, for my business, if I decide, okay, during this year, I want to launch these 2 new programs. I also want to promote this program. So I came up with a bunch of goals for this year and I made a schedule for each month of what I have to do to accomplish the yearly goals. I also have to create YouTube videos like this one. So I have to plan ahead and make deadlines for myself. Okay, I'm gonna finish writing script by this day for this episode. I also have many other jobs, so I have to make sure that goal is feasible while balancing doing other work. I usually set up a goal before the actual deadline because I want to prepare in case of getting sick or something come up. For example, if I get invited to a wedding of my family, I wouldn't want to miss it. So I want to make sure I can make that happen. And if I plan ahead, I have some wiggle room to adjust my schedule. Second tip is to prioritize sleep. I realized this again when I was in DNP program and I had so many things to do for school and work. So initially I tried to decrease my sleeping hours. But then what I realized is that if I'm sleep deprived, I can't function well. So I'm just wasting time sitting on the desk and not doing as much as things that I should do. So I decided I'm gonna prioritize my sleep and try to sleep at least 6 to 8 hours. So my brain is sharp and I can be creative. Also, mistake can be serious for nurse practitioner jobs. And for that reasons too, I have to prioritize my sleep time. If I have things to do, but I'm too sleepy already at 8 or 9 o'clock, then I just give up and go to bed soon and wake up 1 to 2 hours earlier than my usual wake up time to do work because my brain is sharper that way. And I confirmed that in a hard way when I was shooting YouTube videos at night when I was too tired after work And I kept making mistakes over mistakes for hours and hours. And the next day, when I look at the video, I looked extremely tired and I couldn't use the video because I looked really bad. So I learned that don't push myself if I'm sleep deprived. Just go to bed and do it next day. Third thing is to schedule something that you can look forward to. I usually go on vacation at least every 3 months, and many of my vacations are in different countries. And on top of my long vacations, I schedule time with my partner and friends, even if I'm extremely busy, because knowing that something exciting is waiting for me really increased my motivation, and I think that will be my treat so I can work hard now. And I intentionally make sure that I have joyful experience regularly because I believe that being fulfilled is important to be able to cater to others. I don't want to feel like, I don't want to go back to work. I have to work again. Rather, I want to feel, and I do feel that I'm excited to go back to work. I'm excited to see my patients because I'm energized from a lot of fun that I had from vacation, spending time with my family, friends, and my loved ones. Fourth thing is to exercise regularly. Exercise is very important to boost your immunity, maintain your health, and for your mental health. Despite that, I almost have 5 jobs right now. I go for surf at least 2 to 3 times a week. Although I used to surf for 2 hours, now I only surf an hour or so, but at least I feel really refreshed, re-energized, and relaxed after surfing. And sometimes I also go for a walk after work, and I try to exercise at least every other day. This is not only recommended for your health, as you would recommend to your patients, but this is really important for your mental health. And even if you are extremely busy, I would recommend to go for a walk for 15 minutes or 10 minutes. It's absolutely better than not doing anything at all or looking at the screen or complaining for 10 to 15 minutes that you don't have time. You could have exercise for the 10-15 minutes because putting some time to take care of yourself, send a signal to yourself, say, hey, you are loved, you are important, and you are well taken care of. So I take the self-care time very seriously. And when we are fulfilled, we can take care of others better as well. I hope you are enjoying this episode. Before we go back, I want to quickly mention that I'm giving a gift to you for listening to this episode. I'm giving a free PDF nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist. This checklist is full of questions that you're likely to be asked during job interviews as a nurse practitioner, and some tips on how to prepare for them. With this downloadable PDF, you can prepare for interviews well so you feel confident and stand out from other candidates to get the job that you really want. To get this free PDF nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist, you can go to usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Again, usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Now, let's get back to the episode. Fifth thing is know our limit. Honestly, I might not be the best person for this. I might not be good at this because my mom always tell me like, Miki, you're doing way too much. And I personally love pushing myself and see how much I can take to challenge my limits. But over the years, I learned to check with myself and see if I'm overworking, because if I'm overstressed, I can't be the best version of myself. And that's not only bad for myself, but also bad for patients that I take care of and friends and family who has to deal with me. Also try to have somebody who knows you very well and also can give you honest advice. Like my mom, who knows me very well and care about me. And when I tell her, oh, I might be overworking, then she'll tell me you need to take time off. I think ultimately the goal is not to be as productive as we can be, but to just simply be happy. Sixth thing is to stop wasting our time. Again, when I was in DNP program, I was working full-time, going to school full-time, and I really had so many things to do. So I decided to watch 20-minute TV program, which was at the time Schitt's Creek, when I was eating dinner so I can have a mental break and not think about work or school. The great thing about those 20-minute TV programs is that it can give you a great opportunity to stop watching because each episode is short. Another great 20-minute program is Parks and Recreation. It's silly but fun and you don't really have to think about seriously. It is harder to stop watching TV shows when you're watching 60-minute program or a movie to stop in the middle because you have to discipline yourself. Also, when I was in DMP program, I completely disassociate with Facebook because I knew that wasn't my priority at all. This is still my problem, but I try to minimize my time on social media because when I think back, that doesn't bring me joy as much as vacation or exercising. We should think to ourselves, does this bring joy to me or is this helpful for me? And if the answer is no, we should stop wasting our time because while we're complaining or envying other people's lives, we could have accumulated the time to go on vacation or go for exercise and do more meaningful things. 7th thing, to utilize in-between time wisely. Try to work on other tasks. If you completed tasks, I utilize my lunch break to take online business courses and listen to podcasts to learn business and marketing and many other things when I drive in to and from work so I can make the time more meaningful and useful. I hope this episode was helpful for you. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. We upload new episodes every week. Also, if you have tips on how to balance work and life, please write down in the comment section. I'm looking forward to hear from you. All right, I'll see you in the next episode. Aloha.